So they'll be calling you a radical. This is probably the most compelling new data put out by anyone that verifies Kevin Blanch's work than almost anything. This is just new out. And they're talking about all the data showing on this radical acute heating of the ocean. Guess where they're drawing the line? 1.25 degrees Fahrenheit higher in this radical acute. And of course, they're using the old term. They're back to puzzled. Scientists are mystified, they're baffled, they're stumped. When are you going to fucking come out of denial and start fucking accepting Kevin Blanch's work that I've proven? Guess where they draw the line? And I'll post exactly the dates, word for word, they put right in there on their scientific study. You got it. 2011, when this acute started. So now there's scientists starting to, Kevin Blanch's thesis from day one. This is going to cause a radical, the cancer is going to go psycho. Again, doctors, scientists, they're baffled, they're alarmed, stronger, more aggressive, younger in an acute fashion. Look, in science, we don't do opinion, do we? All these people that say puzzled, baffled, stumped, alarmed, curious, that's not fucking science. That's not science. And that's all we've heard for 13 fucking years. That's all we've heard. In science, you have to get to work and fucking prove it. Now look, when this is a new knowledge, this is new. This never fucking happened before. You know, all you scumbags who call yourselves marine biologists, you got a fucking merit badge from the Nuclear Energy Crisis. Wake the fuck up. This is new. This never happened before. Hello. Never, never, never in the history of this planet has this ever happened before. Full core meltdowns. Partial meltdown at Chernobyl, one graphite reactor with no spent fuel blew up, got entombed. Mayak, Santa Susana, 3 Mile Island, Chalk River. This has never happened. Fukushima is the mother of all ecological catastrophes. 3 full core meltdowns that they never got near. China syndrome, well, Fukushima has proven China syndrome. China syndrome was hypothesized that this would melt down. You know, it got its name all the way through the earth because of if it happened in the U.S. I named it Del Mar, Argentina. It's been proven. We're talking 13 years. Still can't get to it. They can't find it. They don't know what it is. They surely don't know what the energy is that's coming off of it. Livermore, California. All those years I protested out there. Bringing star power to Earth. Oh, they brought star power to Earth. But guess what? The Earth's 94 million miles away, and we have no fucking clue what comes off that fucking Earth. Sun. No clue. Anybody that tells you they know what the energies are, they're full of shit. We don't know. We know that it can give you cancer from 94 million miles away. Skin cancer. We know that it controls our ecosystem 94 million miles away. The trees, the pine trees, I just picked up a piece of that pine tree that blew down, was looking at it. I got a piece, I should have brought it in for this video, and looking at it, you know, and looking at the needles, you know, how a pine needle holds the gas, the energy. That's how it stays evergreen from the sun. Well, this radiation, again, bringing star power to Earth. Oh, they did it. And you're in denial. The whole world's, it's like germ theory. It's Semmelweis all over again. Now, listen, stay with me. In science, the real scientist, Kevin Blanch, probably the greatest scientist since Semmelweis. Who's he? Germ theory? Remember? Oh, the doctor who proved it, washed his hands, everybody laughed at him and everything, and he increased mortality by 10-fold. He proved it. He absolutely proved it for years. That doctors, when they wash their hands before childbirth, the women don't die. He used germ theory that had been hypothesized for hundreds of years. I mean, the first hypothesis was probably in the 1630s in Italy. Same with atom theory. You know, they take credit from Vienna. That came out of Italy also. So these little, there's no little visible germs that fly through the air. This was decades ahead before us. Louis Pasteur, he knew he was right. He proved it. Nobody would listen to him. It drove him insane. He'd scream and yell, fucking carry on. I wonder why. To the point they threw him in a rubber room and beat him to fucking death. I went over to his clinic in Vienna and paid my respect to that brilliant fucking scientist who gave his life, trying to call the fucking truth out. Oh boy, can I relate. I heard that song coming home. This song always gets me so emotional. Scars are souvenirs you never lose. Oh fuck, do I have scars? Oh fuck. I should take out my shirt and show you. Fuck, that scar up me is so fucking wicked now. Fukushima fish hook, my pacemaker been gutted twice now. My hole from my central line. My fucking 4 radiation tattoos. I mean, well, what a fucking journey. What a fucking journey. So, I'll post the link in this article talking about the Pacific Ocean being so fucking hot and the date they use, the cutoff date, and I'm using what they're saying, 2011. So, in science, we don't do coincidence, do we? First, you hypothesize the knowledge. You cannot be afraid to fight. Now, look, I had to go rogue. What am I going to do? Stay in the university circle, which I was, and fucking turn my work order to the JSTOR so they can bury it, and then put me in the fucking golden handcuffs and fucking work at Harvard or fucking, Berkeley or Caltech or, one of them, which that's where I was headed. That's the route I was on. I'm like, oh, no, I'm going down that fucking road. No, if I do, I'll go to Europe and see them, but even they've gone down that fucking road. The zenith of life in the academia world surely is not comfortability. I mean, fuck, where the fuck are you? The greatest PhD opportunity in human history, and I'm the only guy that took it from day one. From day one. So, it's like this. For all you youngsters, you 50, 40, 30, 21-year-old marine biologists saying, I don't think people can run it through their fucking mind that new elements happen. And they happen, which I named it plutonium. Now, we're always finding new elements, right? Something happens, whatever. Californium, Tennesseeum. Remember at the bottom of the pyramid at Livermore, they got the new 4. They're colliding energy together and created these. Fuck, that's mine. That's mine. I'm the guy that come up with that. The day that it happened, these are full blown out meltdowns. They're lying. These are fucking, this is going to release a new energy into the fucking biosphere never fucking seen before. It's going to hell of a way to boil a planet. Let me tell you, nuclear meltdown are hot. I mean, so hot. These robots they can't even get fucking here. They can't even go. I mean, it's so fucking hot. A whole nother brand of hot. I see some woman put out a video about the Fukushima earthquake and showed the ripple of the wave. And so I commented to her, I says, what about the nuclear fallout in there? You're in denial about that. Remember the bridge at Gold Beach, Oregon? One you drive on, overpass? Landed on Gold Beach on day 6. I walked the whole coast of California multiple times. I'm out there dying of cancer. That's a Fukushima worker helmet I found from Fukushima on the beach in SoCal. I picked up so much debris, so much stuff. I was there and the Black Ops had come in there at 4 o'clock in the morning every morning and fucking, with their devices. I'd video them. They'd take my videos now. I would talk to them. You wouldn't believe what they were finding from Japan. I mean, quickly. So the Japanese current flows like this into the California kiddies. Put your rubber ducky in at Fukushima, Japan. You'll be in Southern Cal. Remember, I'm arguing on the beach in SoCal with the Stony Brook professor. He's saying this is a good thing. We're picking up cesium-137 in the tuna in the summer of 2011. That was before I got cancer. Where does cesium 137 come from? Hello. Hello. That's the elements we know about. Ken Buesler's come out now and he says, when we got over there to Japan in June, the background levels of these said radioisotopes were millions of times. He said that right out of his mouth. I think it was probably a Freudian slip. He probably wasn't supposed to. But his own work, the PhD that was published, that was out there, the KLK study, the Hawaii boat, which they've retired, showed 1,000 times in June of 2011. 1,000 times of cesium-130. These are the elements we know, not even the ones we don't know. So when you hear a scientist say, we're puzzled, we're baffled, we're stumped, we're curious, we're alarmed, we're bewildered, that's not fucking science. In science, you hypothesize. Okay, we got some crazy radical event, Kevin Blanch. He's a full-blown meltdown. I hypothesize that it's going to genocide the Pacific Ocean. My hypothesis was that these were full meltdowns. And 8 spent fuel pools blew to fucking smithereens, was going to be pushed into the Pacific Ocean, and it was going to cause a chain reaction in the Pacific Ocean. Now, you know, energy rises off the Pacific Ocean over us. We're the downwinders, and that's how we get our storms here, especially in the western United States. I hypothesize it's going to cause a heat dome, a heat bubble over the western United States. It's going to get in the storm. It's going to get so hot it's going to fucking cause a heat fucking. Did it? Well, we know the greatest drought in 1,200 fucking years happened 2011. Just like I said. It's going to get into the pine needles of the fucking trees. I remember walking the coast of California 2014, 15. I'm the first one that started reporting all the dead trees. I mean, look at this. Fuck, all these trees are dying. And the rangers and everybody out there is all arguing with me saying it's fucking beetles. I said, it ain't fucking beetles. It's fucking this energy from Fukushima. It's getting into the trees and they're getting too hot and it's fucking killing them. This tree collapse, the epidemic. Did it? How about when I'm walking along the coast and I'm starting to report all the dead fucking mirrors wash up at once? Did it? How about the seals and the sea lions in 2014, 15 all fucking walking up? I said it's going to cause a chain reaction. This heat pushed into the fucking Pacific Ocean. They're just going to dump water. They're going to lie. They're going to lie. They're going to lie. They're going to circle the wire. It's going to cause a chain reaction. It's going to break the fucking chain. It's going to break the eco chain. It's going to get the plankton. And when the plankton goes, then you're going to see a chain reaction. Anchovies and sardines will collapse. Fucking big fish eat little fish. The smoking gun of my work is the salmon. Now, steelhead go to sea for 1 to 2 years. Yes, Idaho steelhead live in the sea. When they come back the first time, we call those half-pounders. I says, and we had record returns, 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12. We don't get dead humans in bone marrow transplants. Oh, I was almost one of them. HIPAA laws. We don't count dead typos. Oh, Kevin Blanch does. We count every fucking salmon. And the data's out there. Every fucking... And this is with closed fishing. So, from the Kenai all the way down, so we started to see immediately the steelhead, just like Kevin Blanch said, 2011, 2012, 2013, real off a cliff. We call those outliers in science. I says, everybody's arguing, look at the Chinook numbers. The Chinook numbers are fucking good. I was out there, blah, blah. I says, yeah, they're record right now. The average Chinook salmon goes to sea on average of 5 years. They will collapse in 2016. Will you believe me then? Will you believe me then? Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck, did it. I mean, off a fucking cliff. To the point it's all emergency closed all over. It's all emergency closed and they're still fucking the numbers are way down. I mean, you go from the Kenai to the Fraser in British Columbia to the mighty Columbia. Fuck, you should see these numbers on the Willamette, the Rogue, the Deschutes, and the Klamath, the Jedediah Smith. I mean, God, what a fucking body of work mine has been. The Jedediah Smith and the Klamath are next to each other. The Klamath has dams, the Jedediah Smith does not have dams. They're both in pearl symphony with the collapse. We're talking 97, 90% collapse since 2016. Off of dying at sea, not dams. Dying at sea. The crabs. I mean, everything this is the Blanchterdamus. Fucking son of Cassandra. I mean, I see that. I predicted it all, told the fucking thing, but you have to prove it. I did prove it. Fuck, I proved it. So what we do when there's a new, which I named Fuktonium, it's a new energy. It's new. It's never been seen in the history of mankind. So a guy, Fukushima will cause wasting disease. Okay, then what the fuck did cause wasting disease? You're telling me all this in symphony, this acute radical, including these numbers they're using today, 2011, the heating of the fucking ocean. Well, you don't think those meltdowns are fucking... Come on. This is a fucking invisible fire from hell. Where do you think it's at? Just like in the peninsula there. Remember when Russia went over there, everything washed up dead acutely at once, and the surfers said their eyes were burning, their face saying, you don't think it got into the mantle? Of course it got in the fucking mantle. They've told you that. They've told you we went in with robot after robot after robot, and we can't find it. We can't get to these cores. We know this energy grows and grows. That's an arguable fact. That's the hypothesis on China syndrome. We know when these things melt down, they don't just get weaker and weaker and weaker. I mean, this is an inferno, these core meltdowns. It grows and grows and grows and gets hotter and hotter for fucking hundreds of thousands of years, bringing star-powered Earth. So we run regressionary models to take any bias out. We have to wait for time, and we have to collect the data, right? So we've collected the data. You plug in the starfish data in a regressionary model. The outlier, we call those outliers, right? The outlier deviate from the mean a billion times. Every single regression model will point to 2011. There's some kind of radical event in 2011, okay? You do the wells. Same thing with the well down. It will point to 2011. You do the heat bubble, the heat dome. It will point to 2011. The heating of the ocean. It will point to 2011. The Muirs, fucking starbait, 2011. The seals, 2011. The orcas, the gray one, 2011. 2011. The fires over the fucking Western United States, 2011. Fuck, we know unarguably in symphony, the orcas, big fishy, they eat in the fucking Chinook. We know this is this great ecological catastrophe over the Western North America, the Pacific Ocean. We know it's in symphony, all of it. We know that. It's unarguable. The cancer rates. Fuck, you think my place in time? It's going to give you cancer. The fact that I went into a bone marrow transplant on 11/11/11, and I think about this body of work and the fucking brutality that my body has fucking went through in 12 years is staggering. My teeth go one after another. My gallbladder, open heart surgery twice for my heart ripped. I mean, fuck, it's been so radical and intense. I'm out there working the coast in my sleep, man, just fucking so much pain. Now, I mean, I remember being in the bone marrow transplant. We were talking about it today, and they have a level. What's your level of pain? Of course, 1 to 10. And then they have the up above it that says leukemia pain. I mean, I've had very, very few days in the last 4,750 something days where I've had days and or night, a period of time without pain. Radical, intense pain. Very few days out of that. Like the Pacific Ocean. I mean, it just shows you how in symphony I am, intuitively, with her. I always have been, since I've birth. I've always been in tune. I think it has to do a lot where I grew up and how I grew up. I just grew up here on the marsh, on the ocean, on the edges, on the wetlands. I just so in symphony with my environment. Always have been. Always have been. And cancer's more aggressive. Every single fucking word I hypothesized. Then you set out and you got to prove your work. And I went out and I worked it and I worked it. I worked the tide pools. I worked the salmon. I worked the well data. I worked the cancer data. I worked it and worked it and worked on the shit. Then you got to defend your work. And peers, fucking don't have any peers. Who am I going to present this to? Harvard? Copy, paste, look at me. Fucking Berkeley, fucking clowns. Weaver State, I'm a butcher, what's a cow? I'm a baker, what's a fucking cake? I'm a marine biologist, what's Fukushima? I mean, it's criminal. It's absolutely fucking criminal. How these fucking derelicts have fucking went along and nobody will fucking break. Don't say the F word. 4,700. It's unarguable now. You can't argue with me, the outlier. It's been proven over and over and over and over. This mega Great Pacific Genocide outlier happened in 2011. The only argument you can come at me with is something really radical and crazy happened. That's what an outlier is, right? Happened. So let's get to work. What crazy radical happened in that part of the world in 2011? Did a meteor hit Earth? Strike the Pacific Ocean, a big one? Did Krakatoa re-go off again? I'm waiting. 9 million exxon Valdez. Oil spill. Biggest in the history of the planet. How about 3 or 4 coal meltdowns? And 8 spent fuel pools, including MOX fuel, blown to fucking smithers. A 9-point earthquake. You think any reactor on Earth can handle a 9-point earthquake? You're fucking nuts. They can't handle an 8. TikTok, Diablo Canyon, not to mention the work getting San Onofre shut down. What an accomplishment. Because when we get the big earthquake, you can thank us. They got to shut down. But Diablo's still going. But our Fukushima, Diablo, you gave me that. You gave me that. Sudoku, folding 1,000 paper grains, Nice. At the Enola Gay hangar. Oh, I have the atom bomb disease. My place in time. You can't make the story up. T9. Oh, there's the Diablo Canyon evacuation plan. Oh boy. What's irony about this, I think this is the 2010 evacuation plan. What year is this calendar? I'm looking. Oh, by the way, the Ides of March are upon us today, right? Isn't it the Ides of March today? Yeah. We got a couple of wannabe Fukushima cover-up. Old geezers that want to be Caesars. Fuck, you can't make it up. What the hell is that? I know I have that. Well, it's been a hell of a journey, right? Hell of a journey. Come back down, and I won't tell them your name. Oh, there's the heron. Got the school named after the heron. What the hell is that? Huh. What a year. Must be a different one. Yeah. Anyway, that's the San Onofre book from the guys who were cheating on the exchange. They actually made a book. Talk about evidence. That should be a criminal case too. PG&E cheating like that. Fuck. What's he talking about? So, protect them at all costs. I can't believe the whole world's not screaming their fucking head off. I'll post the link. I don't know what more I can do. They got me so sequestered, everybody runs around and hide. You know, because I can't handle the truth. I've never seen such a bunch of fucking weaklings in my life. Got no funding, no backing, no nothing. It's Semmelweis all over again. It's new. Unarguable. You read through this and you tell me, again, 2011. See no nuclear energy. Hear no nuclear energy evil. The nuclear energy emperors have no clothes. Stand